In 33, we're asked for the domain of this big radical equation. So here's the easy way is to notice it's a square root. And you can't square root negative numbers. And so you just take your x plus 3. Remember, domain is x values. And you say, hey, x plus 3, you better be positive or 0. Okay, so we say x plus 3, you better be positive, greater than, or equal to 0. And then I would be able to square root you. If x plus 3 equals some negative number, like if x was negative 10, these would add up to negative 7, and I can't square root a negative. So by keeping x plus 3 greater than or equal to 0, I'll always be able to square root it. And I got to solve this, so I subtract 3. And it tells me x better be a number greater than negative 3. And that's the domain. Okay. Now, if we forget that math or we have a different type problem, what you can do is you just graph this thing. Y equals, and we type in a half, second square root x plus 3, rho over minus 6. I'm going to turn off that other graph, and I'll hit zoom 6. I don't really need to. There it is. Now the key point I want to find is right there. It doesn't really tell me. It gives me negative 2.98. I'm going to have to recognize that. If I can just follow that to the very end, I can get it to just maybe that negative 3 that we're talking about. Negative 2.998. That's that last point there. It's trying to tell us the x is negative 3. Pretty tough to find that guy. But what you could do then is you could do your like trace. Done. I don't think I have trace on here because I just drag everything with my fingers, so it's a little bit different than yours. But you can see it is shifted over here at the x-axis. It's shifted over to negative 3. You can see it lines up here with the negative 3, right? I'm looking right here at my x-axis. I'm looking at that negative 3 right there and seeing it lines up. So all the x's bigger than negative 3 get graphed on this graph right here. And that's all our domain tells us. And that's it for that problem. It's just, hey, figure out the domain. We could write this in interval notation just so you're aware. It'd be like this, negative 3 to infinity. Starts at negative 3 and goes right forever.